Peace of God. Jesus' death on the cross and his resurrection 3 days later is a gift that brings us eternal life when we receive it. Once we receive this gift, our salvation is never in question and brings us peace with God. But life can spiral out of control, either by circumstances or our poor choices. And when that occurs, the peace of God feels distant and perhaps even non-existent. Even when Jesus has saved us and we have peace with God, we're still susceptible to the worries and concerns of this world. Some situations that occur can wreak havoc in our lives. Not only that, but our sinful desires get in the way of us choosing God's best and trusting Him. We worry, complain, and fret over so many unnecessary things. We may be saved, but we're still a work in progress. And because we allow external pressures, internal battles to have their way with us, the peace of God is not always apparent in our lives. To experience the peace of God, let's dive into 2 Bible passages to see how we can make the peace of God our constant reality. Romans 8:6-11. A spirit-controlled mind leads to life and peace, and letting our sinful nature reign brings death. Think about it. When we cave and enter sinful thoughts that are far from God's best, our minds don't have the peace of God. Not because God isn't near, but because our sin has put a barrier between us and God. The peace of God and our sinful nature are at war. They cannot coexist, but when we simply submit to our God, trust in His ways, and obey Him, we're no longer succumbing to our sinful nature and instead experiencing His perfect peace. Philippians 4:6-7. The peace of God covers us like a blanket when we stop worrying but pray about everything instead. That's right, everything. We turn every burden or hardship that we're carrying over to God, and when we do, His peace that passes understanding floods our hearts and minds. It's so beyond our understanding, it's not something we can create, but something we obtain when we choose to trust, obey, and walk in faith. If you're a follower of Jesus, find comfort and hope that you're at peace with God, and then seek God in all your ways so that nothing will be in between you and the peace of God. Thank you for listening to the God is Awesome podcast. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to follow and turn on notifications so you don't miss an episode.